30 years after the adopting of the Convention of the Child Right Law, the United Nations in 1989, children's rights are still not protected across the globe. And in Nigeria, experts believe that despite its ratification by the government in 2003, there is need to raise awareness for the domestication of the Child Rights Act in all states. Our correspondent in this special report reveals how far this has gone.
The CRA is a living document. It's a document applicable, it's a document acceptable in the court.
30 years ago, world leaders made a historic commitment to the world's children by adopting the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, an international agreement on childhood. And this convention has become the most widely ratified human rights treaty in history and has helped transform children's lives around the world. But still, not every child gets to enjoy a full childhood, as too many childhoods are cut short. In 2003, Nigeria ratified the Child's Right. Until today, only 24 states, including the Federal Capital Territory out of 36 states, have domesticated the Child's Rights Act, leaving 12 states in northern Nigeria behind. Now, 30 years after the CRC was adopted by world leaders, how well has Nigeria fared?
The Child Rights Convention is a convention that's not actually being fully implemented anywhere in the world. So there's a lot of progress that needs to be made in Nigeria and in every other country, really. And we want to see this year, this anniversary of the Convention on the Rights of the Child, as a really important moment to recommit, for governments to say, we realize that there's still more that needs to be done to fully implement this convention and to make sure that children's rights are fully realized, and we want to do more. And so this is a moment that UNICEF is really wanting to push governments on.
It is, however, disheartening that thousands of Nigerian children's rights are being violated on a daily basis. Every child in Nigeria and across the globe has some basic rights, but it is said that these rights are not protected by government. UNICEF Child Protection Specialist Sharon Olajide believes that special attention is required for Nigeria in terms of child protection issues. The country with the largest increase in absolute numbers of both birth and child population.
So the issue of CRA and all that starts from the family. The way we raise our children, we cannot keep on saying government did this, government didn't do it. What are we doing as a family? When we look at parts of the CRA that talks about protection and abuse and violence, we find that a lot of children that are either sexually molested or is in the house, is by neighbors, is by friends, is by uncles, is by those who are close to them. This is all. And when we raise these issues and you want to scale up, you want to look for justice, the family will come and say, this is family matter.
A lot still needs to be done to get these 12 states in northern Nigeria to domesticate the CRA and furthermore to ensure full implementation of the Act in Nigeria.
The Child Rights Act, what we'd like to see is that this is domesticated in all states in Nigeria. And domesticating the Child Rights Act is really domesticating the Convention on the Rights of the Child. And this is really important because this looks across the range of children's rights, from education to nutrition to freedom of expression, every right really that you can imagine for children, including the right to play, the right to adequate food. All of these rights really are incredibly important for children and always have been. And the Child Rights Act is what will make this a reality for children in Nigeria as long as it's implemented.
What we need to do is to look for protagonists of what we're doing, and then use it to convince the antagonist. But right now, we have a lot of antagonists on that part. We have to build a lot of protagonists from those who has helped it this far. And there are every situation, you always have protagonists and the antagonist. So the onus is now on us to use the protagonist to convince the antagonist that there are good things in this law and it should be adopted.
Contained in this treaty is a profound idea that children are not just objects who belong to their parents, rather they are human beings and individuals with their own rights. The convention says childhood is separate from adulthood and lasts until 18 years of age. It is up to our generation to demand that leaders from government, business and communities fulfill their commitments and take action for child rights now, once and for all. They must commit to making sure every child has every right. It is a call to act now for child rights, for now and for generations to come. Clara Kiba, TV News, Abuja.